sold so cheaply?
Ito ba?
Yun po yung proceeds from the sale.
In proceeds 172, ang loss is 127 million ang loss dun sa property. Tama ba?
Parang, yun ang sabi ng COA. Kaya nga,
That's in the COA report, ah. That's in the
Yeah,
COA
but
report. But this is open bidding to.
yes, with due diligence,
Siyempre-
bago yan naibenta, nagkaroon pa talaga ng bidding at saka appraisal.
Kasi may
In-appraise
squatter
din yan
talaga
ng in-appraise din yan ng local appraiser doon sa Davao. So-
in-appraise ng 299 million.
In-appraise ko naman.
Yes.
Pero palipasa na illegal settlers,
May
appraise.
appraise pero may in-appraise ng ganyan. Pero ang naging interested buyer is one thing.
Oo, kasi siyempre may binenta pa lang
Ganon
dahil
ang
may
appraised
squatter.
value, Mr. Chairman. Kaya lang, sabi ng buyer, sabi niya, problema pa namin magbili ng lote, where to locate.
Tapos
those,
mag-file pa sila
kwan.
ng court.
Oh, yes, Mayor.
May
So-
ejectment case pa yan. I
So,
would
may
assume.
ejectment case. So, pumayag na lang kami because they were willing to shoulder all the other related expenses for the relocation of the settlers, magpagawa ng bahay nila, magbili sila ng lote, and the other things that
Fully paid na ba ang SPDE?
is it fully paid.
Fully paid na ba?
Wala pa, meron pang 10% detention.
50% ongoing pa sila hanggang July.
Ganun. So, it's not yet fully paid. According
Pero
goodness.
pero hindi naman aantayin matanggal yung mga informal settlers. Hindi siya
Hindi naman,
contingent doon.
That's not conditional. on,
Okay, kasi baka sabihin niya, tanggalin ko muna bago kayo i-fully paid. Lugi naman tayo doon.
may post-dated na raw pala check, sabi
Okay.
ng...
Hindi naman tumalbog.
Ganun.
Hindi naman tumalbog. Okay, good. Hindi naman good as paid kasi check pa yun. Pwede tumalbog yun, ha? Pwedeng tumalbog yun. So, it's not good as paid yun. Oo. So far, okay. Nagbabayad naman. Okay, sige. Well, it's a business decision. I'm just saying lang, Madam Chair, na sa COA report kasi na the company took a 127 million loss but nakakuha kayo ng, tama ba, 172 million in gain in proceeds. Kung mata-turn around nyo ito, madoble nyo ito, mas, di ba? Maging productive in 172, then that's the best case. Kaysa nakatiwangwang yung property na liquefy, na monetize nyo, pwede nyo gamitin yung pera.
Kasi inisip nga namin yan, Mr. Chairman, di naman namin magamit. Nandun yung mga tao, more than 200 families. No? Siyempre sa Davao yan eh. Critical, it's a social issue pag tinanggal mo yan sila. Pero nakakita kami ng additional, ng ibang lote doon sa kabila. Ganon din ang ginawa nila. Binenta nila. Then, on condition na yung magbili ng lote na yun, ay i-relocate nila at sa kabilan nila ng lugar talaga kung saan ma-relocate yung mga tao. So, thinking that we need funds, because we're getting into the halal feeds industry, and we did not get funds from DBM or from Congress, so we agreed in the executive committee, by permission, of course, of our board of directors, to sell the property so that we can buy the feed mill in Zamboanga City.
Can turn around the 172
Yes.
million, make it productive. I
Yes.
think that's defensible.
Yes.
How much will you be investing in the halal?
Well, yung halal, magkano pa yung kwan natin? May I, ikaw na mag-please explain yan. Mr. Marlon Saloma will elaborate on that matter.
Madam Chair, the total funding requirement for the production of halal feeds for poultry and aquaculture is 435,952,000. The breakdown of this amount is for the feed mill equipment, it's 105,780,000. For the laboratory, it's 4,830,000. For the raw materials na good for 6 months, it's 290,994,222.
Pero ang laki, di ba? Hindi ninyo kakayanin 435 million. So how will you start?
So that is why we're coming to Congress, ma'am. We do hope Congress can help us with the budget so that for the first time, there is a government agency that will spearhead the production of halal feeds so that we can attain a 100% halal chicken, halal aquaculture ventures. Because ang gobyerno natin actually nakikita ko, because I've been invited to many meetings on halal, parang policy lang. But there is really no agency or no company that is really going into the halal production of feeds, for instance. Like the National Commission for Muslim Filipinos, they're also into policy also because they are not what it is, a company, they are not a GOCC. So ang sa kanila is merely policy and the issuance of the halal certification where they are being paid for so little for the halal certification.
So,
Even DTI is also getting into the halal
Yes,
policy making. Pero hanggang sa doon lang talaga. So sabi ko, unless there is one agency of government who really will go into the production of halal feeds, we cannot really attain a 100% halal chicken or halal foods pag walang gumawa nito. Kaya ginawa na namin dito, ma'am. It's actually for me, as far as I'm concerned, because SPDA is under the Office of the President, this is a national program of the Office of the President of the National Government.
is this going to be the first halal feeds in the whole
Yes,
Philippines?
it's going to be.
So I have a question, no? Kasi parang may pera na kayo kung 435. Nabasa ko lang dito sa SPDA submission, meron kayong 196 from corporate funds. I assume part of that is the sale of the Sasa Port lot. And then you have corporate borrowings of 239. So kaya na ninyo yung 435 without coming to the national government?
That corporate borrowing, ma'am, is still in the work, ma'am. We have been negotiating with both DBP and Land Bank through their financing and leasing corporation nila. In fact, we have discussion with Mr. Michael Arañez, the president of the LBP Leasing and Financing Corporation. Pero hindi pa namin siguro kung bibigyan din nila kami ng kuwan ng
Nandito na sa authorization is 289 million for borrowings.
So you're
Part
authorized to even borrow
Yes.
more.
Oo. So meron kayong 312 yung corporate funds, yung kinita nyo, and then you have 289 in terms of borrowings. So that's about more or less mga kulang-kulang 600.
600 na.
Yeah, 600. But this is already in the once we approve your budget, authorized na kayo rin to
Mag-borrow ng 235, 289 pa nga.
Yeah.
Well, it is subject to the approval, of course, of our budget, Mr. Chairman, and the bank. Pero kagaya ng sinabi ko, kasi parang negotiation stage pa lang ito, exploratory, hindi pa namin masiguro kung aprubahan ba yan ng bangko.
Pero magkano yung corporate funds? Tama to, yung 196,401. Kasama ba dito sa 196 yung proceeds of the sale? Na 120, na 172?
Yes,
Kasama
Madam
na yan?
Chair. Yes.
Oo.
Kasama.
But post-dated check, so you are not going to realize the full amount until, hanggang kailan ba yan? Until July. Pero may pambayad na kayo niyan. And then you can borrow the 239 intended, which is not even the complete ceiling, ano?
Hindi pa sure yung borrowing.
Yet, because
Okay.
parang exploratory pa yan.
Alright.
Hindi pa. Exploratory pa yan.
Oo nga. Okay. Ago lang nabuksan na ni Madam Chair yung issue ng lupa. Nakita namin, according to the COA report, out of the 31 recorded parcels of land, only 22 amounting to 793 million are titled, while the remaining 9 amounting to 10 billion are still without title. In fact, may assets ang SPDA, no? 10 billion is the 9 parcels of land.
Actually, SPDA is the government corporation, I think, with the largest
Asset.
land
Yeah,
assets,
yeah.
no?
But it's not titled. So
Not
pag
yet
hindi mo
titled,
titled, hindi mo magagamit
Kaya
yun.
nga unti-unti naming kung ano yung pinatituluhan na, especially that 26,000 hectares, that is still under presidential proclamation. Sa kwan ma'am, sa Lanao del Sur.
Para kayong Clark,
Yeah.
ano, parang
In
Clark
Wao and
CDC.
Manabilang. But the only difference between us and Clark is Clark has a complete facility left by the Americans. All what was necessary for them was to create the authority and then for them to manage and operate it.
But
In the case of SPDA, wala talaga eh. I have to start from zero.
But I don't
No.
see any amounts for the titling. No, mayroon ba kayong amounts to fix the titles? Kasi maganda maayos yung mga titles na yan and put it under your name.
So,
Kasi asset yan eh. No? Imagine 26,000 is ang Valenzuela nga ho 4,000 lang yun eh. So ang SPDA 6 Valenzuelas.
We have been actually discussing with MENRE, the Ministry of Environment and Natural Resources, and Environment, Energy, I should say, because those properties are inside the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Nagpapatulong kami sa kanila sa pag-survey. We need,
The amounts, Press Jerry.
yes?
Some money for survey.
Surveying, titling, oo. Maganda yun.
Mahalin ma'am, especially 26,000
Mahal yan.
hectares, it's very expensive.
Yeah. But do you have any plans of titling the properties?
We have, actually. That is why we are asking the help of MENRE. Baka makatulong sila sa pag-survey ng area, especially so because they also express interest. Gusto nila makahingi ng portion ng property na yan para sa mga socio-economic development program nila, para sa mga MILF elements nila doon.
26,000
It is in Lanao del Sur, in
Lanao
Wao
Sur.
and Manabilang
Wao.
municipalities.
in Wau.
Yeah, under BARM.
Okay. Pwede na kayo magtayo ng city doon, SPDA City.
Are you
So ay gusto namin gawan talaga ng kwan yun, ng Mindanao.
liaising
Ng Mindanao Economic Development kwan doon.
Are you liaising with Governor Adjong? He has a lot of budget. Last I heard 6 billion, no?
Well, so far we are in touch with them, but we have not really parang sort of seriously discussed the matter with them. I would rather that we discuss the matter seriously with MENRE and the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region. But as far as the local government unit, you know, they have their own local concerns, no? I don't like to think that they are very open in utilizing the resources to develop an agricultural area that belongs to SPDA. Sa MENRE pa man baka pwede, sa MENRE. But they're still just very busy with their political situation in the BARM. Speaking of the BARM, ma'am, if you may allow me to give my unsolicited advice or recommendation. I would rather, ma'am, ituloy niya sa 2028 na lang para may pagkakataon sila maareglohin ang lahat ng mga batas. Kasi para sa akin, with the exclusion of Sulu from the autonomous region by virtue of the decision of the Supreme Court, dapat yung mother law, Republic Act 11054, the one that created the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, should first be amended. The name of Sulu must be removed from that law because it become a source of legal reference na dapat ang Sulu ay may seats doon sa autonomous region. Yet they are already excluded. Second, the Bangsamoro Local Government Code should also be amended before an election can be held. Because in the Bangsamoro Local Government Code, where the districting of the provinces in the BARM is provided, if not amended, because it contains the name of Sulu, will become also a legal issue, no? Hindi pa yan na-amienda, ma'am. Di na-amienda. Oo. Ang na-amienda lang yung pag-set ng election. But meanwhile, those two important laws, if not amended, can become a legal issue. So siguro, sabi ko, para